Welcome to H. Brown Hour. I'm H. Brown. This is Debra Walker.
Hey there. Glad to be here.
Debra is one of the more prominent political figures in the Democratic community. She's running for 2 offices right now. I want to ask her a lot of things, and I'm awfully glad.
Really, officially.
I'm glad she's been endorsed for 2 offices. But we've all known for years that you were going to run in 6 anyway, Debra. But tell us about your DCCC run.
Well, it's really a different race. I ran in 2002 and won and served for 2 years, and it was a very different race then. You have a lot of folks in this race who are raising almost $30,000.
Tell me how many people are running and when's the election? Is it the June election?
Actually, it's June. We got a hope slate.
DCCC, because there are people out there who are very interested in DCCC. Are there like 13 on a slate or something?
Well, there's 30 people running, and there's 12 that can get elected. So, actually, I think Supervisor Daley put together a hope slate.
Isn't it a north and a south slate or something? Aren't there 2 slates?
2 slates, west side, east side. There's a west side slate, that's District 12, which is sort of Twin Peaks to the west. And I'm against privatizing these nonprofits. And that is why I'm trying to get the funding restored to these organizations, but to focus it. Most organizations I know, art organizations, would like to have more people on their boards. But there's just not people to do it. Because it's hard work to run a nonprofit. I agree. I think we need to be really creative and go outside the box on this stuff, but we have to find funding for it. And this is where I want to do something with the hotel tax in the next couple of years to raise it and aim it at that exact kind of stuff, and at affordable housing. We could actually get affordable housing money from the hotel tax to help offset that. We should be, that is the biggest thing that's going on in the Eastern Neighborhood discussion, and the reason why we all talk about this PDR space is that that's been an industry has been a solid and consistent job producer when it's here. And it can be, if we actually have policies that encourage it and protect those kind of businesses, not that come and go with, the stock market, but that we always need here. And manufacturing is one of them. I want everything to be green. We need to do those kind of things. I think that the discussions that I've been in around housing, I think that the focus is going to be a lot on.
If we got a mayor on a board of supervisors.
But the making them usable in a way that's safe. Because I'm telling you, most of the city buildings that are not being used are not being used. And then you could put the development out to groups of people. Banks won't fund groups of people, and that's one of the things that we have to change. Practically speaking, we are in a bipartisan situation. I mean, our government is bipartisan.
Let's assume
a successful sort of implementer in politics as an elected official is that you work within the party, and there's all sorts of party bullshit that goes on in getting stuff passed.
You think he doesn't know how to party?
Well, no, I think it's hard.
That's a terrible thing
it's hard for a third-party candidate to actually implement in a bipartisan system. So we have a lot of change. We have to get a lot more people elected to third-party seats. I mean, otherwise it's difficult for anybody to ever be effective. Everything that people sort of bash people who are in politics about is true. And we need to hear it. I need to hear it about DBI, that I know it, and I need to be reinforced in
Debra, you're a heroine, though.
Well, but
I mean, really, we know you work in hell.
But the thing is that, we have to compromise a lot. Everybody who's doing any kind of leadership on any issue has to compromise, and it's up to hearing from people who are outside, when we've gone too far and when we've not, because it really is important, because you do have to implement, you do have to actually get stuff done. In order to do that, you usually have to, carve off the edges of everything we do. It's unfortunate, but it's true. It's people like you that keep everybody sort of on the right track, the big picture. So I like being here.
Thank you.
I'm coming back.